Very good morning to all. Today we will start with the new topic that is infertility. Infertility, that's a condition when the couples, means the woman, they are not able to conceive a pregnancy. That is known as the infertility. Definition of infertility. Infertility it is defined as a couple's inability to achieve or to conceive a pregnancy after 1 year of unprotected intercourse. Means they are not using any contraceptive methods and they are doing the intercourse for at least 1 year and not able to conceive a pregnancy. That is known as the infertility. Infertility it is a major medical and social problems that is affecting 10 to 15% of the reproductive age population. In 20%, the infertility is unexplained, means the cause is not identified, what is the reason for infertility is not identified. The remaining 80% they involve a medical cause and that is equally distributed between the man and woman. Because for the infertility not only the women are responsible but equally the men they are also responsible for causing a infertility. Next, types of infertility. There are mainly two types, that is primary infertility and second one is the secondary infertility. So what is a primary and what is a secondary infertility? Primary infertility, that means the couples or the women those who have never conceived the pregnancy. Here we are not considering the outcome of the pregnancy, if the baby is died, abortion is there, intrauterine death of baby is there, but only the conception of pregnancy that we are considering for the infertility. So primary, that is the women or couples those who have never conceived a pregnancy. And secondary means the couples who have conceived the pregnancy before. But for the second time they are having the problems, that is known as the secondary infertility. Okay, nowadays there is third type that is described, that is known as the urban infertility, because in the urban areas the peoples they are morely oriented to the careers, oriented to the figures, the lifestyle has been changed. So that is a third types of infertility, that is urban infertility. But basically there are two types, that is primary and secondary. Causes of female infertility. As we know that both partners are equally responsible, that is male and female. So for the female infertility, the causes they are mostly three, that is ovary, uterus and the tubes. If that three organs, any problems in that three organs, then it can cause the infertility. First, that is the ovarian factors, that is related to ovary, uterine factors related to uterus and tuberous, that is related to a fallopian tube. Next is the risk factors. Some risk factors, that is the age. If the women they plan a pregnancy at the higher age, means after 30-35 years, then there are chances of the infertility are more. Next is the stress, as the stress is so common nowadays. So if any financial stress is there, stress related to occupation, family stress, then it can also affect the fertility rate. Next is the poor diet, because the role of vitamins and supplements is too much for the conception of the pregnancy. So if the woman is not taking proper diet, then they can lead to a infertility. Next is the weight. Okay. Weight in that both are affecting, if they are overweighted means more weight than the normal, and underweight, that is malnourished, both can lead to a infertility. Next are the bad habits or bad lifestyle, in that if the woman they are smoking, Next, if they are using the excessive alcohol, then it can also lead to a infertility. Next is the STI or STD, that is a history of sexually transmitted diseases or the infection. So they can also lead to a infertility. Next is the congenital malformations or anomalies that we have discussed in the previous unit of medical surgical nursing. That is the congenital anomalies or malformation of the uterus, vulva, vaginas. It can lead to a infertility. Next is the failure to ovulate. Means the ovaries, they are not able to release the ovum or to release a mature ovum, can lead to a infertility. Next is dysfunction of the uterine tube, because the tubes, it's the only passage by which the ovum which was released from the ovary, that will travel through the tubes and can come to a uterus, and the fertilization of the ovum, it occurs only in the fallopian tube. So if the tubes, they are dysfunction, then it can lead to a infertility. Unfavorable cervical or vaginal secretion. So secretions, they are also very important. If they are unfavorable, means they are not supporting ovum and sperm, then it can lead to a infertility. Next is the endometrial polyps and uterine fibroids. Polyps, that is two structures that are conjoined with each other or excessive tissues are developed under the polyps, and fibroids, that is a fibrous tumor-like structure is there, and it can also be a risk factor for the infertility. Next, causes in the male. In the male, there are mainly four causes that are related to the sperm. There is abnormal sperm production. Means the sperm which are produced, they are not proper. Abnormal sperm function, means they are not functioning properly. And second one, transportation. The motility of the sperm, it is not proper and they are not able to transport. That is also a cause. And at last, that is a lifestyle. Means the lifestyle of the male, in that smoking, alcohol, uh, poor diet, some occupational hazards, they can affect the male infertility. Diagnostic finding for the female. So for patients of the female or female, we need to diagnose both female and male factors. So if female, then what are the main diagnosis that we need to do for the female? That is, first is the cervical factor. Means the complete examination of the cervix. Is there any abnormality in the cervix or no? Next is the hysterosalpingography. Salpings, if you remember, that is related to the fallopian tube. That is a complete examination of the fallopian. Next is the laparoscopy. Laparoscopy, that is an incision over the abdomen, and all the reproductive organs, they are assessed. Next is the ovulation, because with the ovulation only the ovum has been released. So which type of ovum, what is the qualities of the ovum, that is detected. So under the female, cervical factors, hysterosalpingography, laparoscopy and ovulation must be ruled out. Next, for the male, if for the male infertility, we need to check first for the semen analysis, in that the complete analysis of the semen under the lab. Next is the measurements of the gonadotropin level. Next, biopsies of the testes, chromosomal studies, postcoital analysis, fructose level, and lastly the pH of the semen needs to be assessed. So under the male, assessments of the semen, measurements of the gonadotropin level, testis biopsy, chromosomal studies, postpartum analysis, fructose level, and the pH level needs to be assessed. Next is the treatment for the infertility. So treatment for the infertility, that is both treatments, they are available, that is treatment for male infertility and treatment for female infertility. And under the treatment, there are two types, that is a medical management, and second one is the surgical management. So, for the male infertility, the medical management, that is a hormonal medications, that is hormonal gonadotropins, they are given, and a second one, that is a surgery of the testes in case of any abnormalities. Next, treatment for the female infertility. Female also, there are mainly two types of the treatments they are available. First is the medication and second one is the surgical and ART, that is assisted reproductive technologies. They are very important. Treatment for female medication, in that treatment, that is a clomiphene citrate. That is a medication that is given for the super ovulation. Means the clomiphene citrate will helps for the maturation of the more than one ovum at a one menstrual cycle. Next, human HMG hormone, that is human menopausal gonadotropin hormone, Repronex and Perconal. This is a hormonal medication. And next one, that is FSH, that is follicle stimulating hormone, is given to produce a mature follicle, that is a ovum. Next is gonadotropin releasing hormone analog is given, bromocriptine in this given, and chorionic gonadotropins they are given. So that is the medication, that is only the hormonal medications are given, and medications to uh, release more than one mature ovum, that is super ovulation causing medications are given. In the male, the drug therapy, that is a hormonal imbalance, it is treated with the drug therapy, it is a hormonal therapy. Second one is the ICSI, that is intracytoplasmic sperm ejaculations. In this method, the embryologist uses a microscope to select immobilized sperm and helps to select and draw a single healthy sperm into the pipette that is directly collected from the testes. So that is known as intracytoplasmic sperm ejaculation. Next is the donor sperm. Means if male infertility is not able to treat, then alternative approach, that they can use the sperm of the donor, using a donor sperm from the sperm bank for the fertilization. So in male, remember drug therapy, ICSI and donor sperm. In the females, induction of ovulation fertility pills, planned intercourse, that is intercourse at the time of the ovulation, and gonadotropins they are used. Surgical management in the male, that is a vasectomy reversal. Means if any male has undergone a permanent sterilization, that is a vasectomy, then it can be reversed. Men who has a vasectomy, they wants to have the child, they can have the options to undergo the vasectomy reversal. Means they are doing the reverse procedure of the vasectomy. Varicose cell repair. Varicose repair, under that it is believed that the enlarged veins, they are essentially a varicose vein, it can rise the temperature and suppress the sperm count. So repair of this varicose vein will help to increase the sperm count. Next, transurethral resection of the ejaculatory duct, in that if there any blockage in the vessels by which the semen, it causes sperm to be absent in the semen. Means the semen is there but there is absence of the sperm. So this procedure, that is transurethral resection, will help to repair the tube. It will be beneficial for the presence of the sperm in the semen. So in the male, three surgical managements: vasectomy, reversal, varicose cell repair, and transurethral resection of the ejaculatory duct. In the female, there are two main surgicals, that is laparoscopy and hysteroscopy. Okay, laparoscopy, it is a minimal invasive surgical procedure, means there are only a hole like incision is there to diagnose or to treat some anatomical defects of the pelvic organs and which are responsible for the infertility. And second one, hysteroscopy. It is minimal invasive procedure that is used to diagnose and treat some of the abnormalities of the uterus. So two techniques in the female, that is laparoscopy and hysteroscopy. Next is ART. The students who have done the duties in the Sumerian hospitals maybe have some ideas regarding the ART techniques. ART, that is assisted reproductive technology. It is a God gift, or we can say it's the only option to the infertility couples that they can have the child with the help of this ART techniques. That is first artificial insemination, IVF, that is in vitro fertilization, GIFT, that is gamete intrafallopian transfer, ZIFT, that is zygote intrafallopian transfer, ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection or ejaculation, surrogacy, surrogate mothers, and gestational carrier. We'll see in detail these all techniques. First is artificially insemination. Okay, so under the artificial insemination, that is only the sperm is injected with the help of some injections or with the scope. That is just like the normal process or like the natural process, but only the injection of the sperm is by the injection or some techniques. Otherwise, it is not. It is also known as IUI. It is intrauterine insemination. Next is IVF, that is in vitro fertilization. Vitro and vivo, that you may heard two terminologies. Vivo, that is inside the human body, and vitro, they are outside the human bodies and in the laboratories. So in vitro fertilization means the fertilization of the ovum by the sperm is done outside the woman's body, that is inside the lab. That is why it's known as the in vitro fertilization. It is a highly successful assisted reproductive technology. The success rate of IVF, that is too much high compared to all other techniques. There are four basic steps under the IVF. That is first is the ovulation induction, egg retrieval, fertilization and embryo development and embryo transfer. Okay, so first ovulation induction. Induction means induce. So under this ovulation induction, the medication, that is clomiphene citrate, is given so that there is a super ovulation. Means more than one ovum has been developed with this medication, and ovulation study is done for those mothers who are under the IVF, and so many ovulations that are done and one ovum, that is retrieval, that is second step, that is the egg retrieval procedure, that is also known as ovum retrieval. The ovum which has been matured under the ovulation induction step, there is a retrieval procedure, means oval retrieval is there, that is the second step. There's all the things they are under the ovulation studies, that is by the ultrasonographic examination. Next is fertilization and embryo development. After the ovum has been retrieved, then the sperm has been collected from the partner or from the donor, and the fertilization of this ovum is done inside the lab. The fertilization of ovum, and there is a unit of the sperm has been there. So zygote has been formed, and the embryonic development is there. And when this zygote has reached up to the blastocyst, that is zygote, then blastocyst, blastomeres, morula, that you will learn in the embryology. But after 4 to 5 days, it will be transferred into a mother's womb or inside the mother's uterus. Okay. So the first ovulation induction, next retrieval of the egg, ovum has been retrieved, fertilization with the help of sperm, embryo development in the lab, and lastly embryo transfer inside the uterus. Ovulation induction. A woman begins taking fertility medications to encourage the development of the egg within the ovary. Next is egg retrieval. It is a minor surgical procedure that can be performed on an outpatient basis, means the patient does not require any hospitalization. Fertilization and embryo development. The retrieved eggs they are placed in the pantry dish with a special solution for 2 to 3 hours. During this time, the male partners they provide the semen sample. The sample delivers to the lab where it undergoes a clarifying process. That is refers to as a washing process of the semen. And the washed sperm they are incubated and they are placed in the pantry dish with the eggs. After 18 hours, the eggs they are examined. If the fertilization occurs, means the sperm and ovum they has been united and if they has fertilized, then 2 to 4 of the resulting embryo they are selected. Not all the embryos has been transferred, but only 2 to 4 embryos has been transferred or they are selected for transfers back to the female's uterus. This next is the embryo transfer. The selected embryo they are inserted into the teat tubes and they are guided towards the uterus, where they will continue the natural fetal development as that occur in the natural pregnancy without the IVF. That is the last step of the embryo transfer. Next is the gift. Gift, that is a gamete intrafallopian transfer. In this procedure, the eggs they are removed and they are combined with the sperm and then inside the fallopian tube for the transfer. So gametes they are nothing but they are the cells and they are removed and they are combined with the sperm and then they are putting them inside the fallopian tube for the transfer. Swift, that is a zygote intrafallopian transfers. Okay. So zygote means the fertilized ovum or the unite of ovum and sperm is known as the zygote. So after the zygote formation, it has been implanted in the tube that is known as SIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. In this procedure, the egg cells they are removed from the ovary and then in vitro they are fertilized with the sperm, means in the lab they are fertilized and the resulting zygote it is placed in the fallopian tube by the use of the leptoscope. Next is ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, in that the ovum is retrieved is described previously and a single sperm is injected through the zona pellucida through the egg's membranes and into the cytoplasm of the oocytes. The fertilized egg is then transferred back to the donor and ICSI is the treatment of choice in severe male factor infertility. Okay. A woman who cannot produce their own eggs, they can have the options of the donor eggs or donor after the stimulation of the donor's ovaries. Okay. So ICSI, that is intracytoplasmic sperm injection, means a single sperm has been injected into the ovum and then it will be transferred back into the donor. Surrogacy means surrogate mother, means any other woman than the parents will keep the baby for the 9 months in her womb. It is an arrangement in which the woman carries the child for another couple or the person may be a child's genetic mother and she may carry a pregnancy to deliver after having an embryo with another female's genetic transfer to her uterus. Means she is not a biological mother of that baby, but she gives a birth to a baby. She carries the pregnancy to a 9 months, and the baby will inside her womb for the 9 months. So that is all about the infertility. We'll quickly revise. It is inability of the couple to conceive a pregnancy after 1 year of unprotected intercourse. 20% they are unknown and 80% they are some causes. Types primary and secondary. Primary means a woman who have never conceived the pregnancy. Secondary who have previously conceived the pregnancy but they have the problem for the second time. And next is the urban that we have discussed. Causes of female infertility, that is ovary, uterus and fallopian tubes. Risk factors: age, stress, poor diet, under or overweight, smoking and alcoholism, STIs, sexual transmitted infection, congenital anomalies, failure to ovulate, dysfunctions of the tubes, unfavorable cervix, vaginal secretions, endometrial polyps, and uterine fibroids. Causes in the male, that is abnormal sperm production, sperm function, transportation, and lastly the lifestyle. Diagnosis for the female: cervical factors, hysterosalpingography, laparoscopy, and ovulation study. For the male, there is analysis of the semen, measurements of gonadotropin level, biopsy of the testis, chromosome studies, postcoital analysis, fructose level study, and the pH. Treatment: hormonal therapy and surgery will be available for the male. Treatment for female: in that clomiphene citrate, human menopausal gonadotropin or Repronex and Pargonal, follicle stimulating hormone (FSH), gonadotropin releasing hormone analog, bromocriptine, and chorionic gonadotropin. In the male, hormonal therapy, ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection or ejaculation, uses of the donor sperm. In the female, the induction of ovulation with the fertility pills, plan intercourse at the time of ovulation with the ovulation kit, gonadotropins are used. Surgical managements in the male, that is vasectomy reversal, varicocele repair, and transurethral resection of the ejaculatory duct. In female, laparoscopy and hysteroscopy. Next is ART techniques. It can be asked in a separate question, that artificial insemination, that is like the IUI, intrauterine insemination. Next is IVF, that is in vitro fertilization. GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. ZIFT, zygote intrafallopian transfer. In ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm ejection. Surrogate mother and gestational carriers. IVF, 4 techniques: ovulation induction with the help of medication, retrieval of the egg means release of the mature ovum, or procedure under the lab. Next is fertilization of the ovum with the sperm in the lab, and development of the embryo in the lab, and after that the embryo will transfer inside the uterus. Gift, in that gamete intrafallopian transfers, that the eggs they are removed and they are combined with the sperm and they are then kept inside the fallopian. ZIFT, the zygote has been formed with ovum and sperm inside the lab, and then the zygote is placed inside the fallopian tube. See, that has been clear that one uh, sperm has been collected from the semen and that has been met with the only one ovum. Surrogacy, that's a woman conceive a pregnancy with another couples, or for the another couples, or for another woman's, and she's not a biological mother of that child. Surrogacy, it's completely under a legal process. That's all about the infertility. Thank you.